My experience this weekend has really been, I think, one of amazement. I've always been very excited about agriculture and wanted to get more of my students and more of the people that I work with involved in agriculture. But I've also gained a really, I think, great respect for people who work in agriculture.
When I've been out on the farm, it's been nice to see how science and technology and even engineering has been shown to us.
When you think of STEM, you know, a lot of people think just the S, the T, the E, and the M. But there's so much outside of STEM that's important to remember, that it connects to everything.
Really just blown away by the level, the knowledge and the skill that farmers have to do what they do every day.
I knew farming was hard, but I didn't really realize how much love went into it and how much the farmers love their jobs and their animals.
Over the last several days, I've been able to meet some of the smartest, most intelligent people I've ever met in my life. They are feeding the world.
I would never have guessed that it took that many people to raise a cow, to go through the slaughtering process to get it over to the table.
There are good people doing good work who profoundly care in agriculture about what they do, that it's not just a business.
For me, it was really eye-opening to see that there aren't really these large factories of people pushing animals in and taking products out. It's really a group of people who have a certain lifestyle and who really want to contribute to our community.
There's a lot of misconceptions that I've learned about throughout the past few days that will be great to work with students and identify what are those misconceptions.
To see some of those misconceptions get addressed in ways that I want to check my beliefs. I want to have that that test, that litmus test of my own preconceptions from what I'm kind of fed from a city perspective, and take that questioning strategy back to teachers and classrooms here.
You hear so much about how cattle ranching is still in the dark ages, and it really helped, because I have some very passionate friends, and I can go back and I go, no, let me tell you about some of the things that they've tried. They're not in the dark ages. They are researching this stuff. They have tried it, and they found that it's not efficient, or it's not cost effective to their product.
There are a lot of folks who consider the agriculture system, and maybe industrialized agriculture, as the enemy. And it's not as simple as that.
I'm so thankful for what I have seen, because it's not as simple as, okay, let's take this cow and let's cut it up. I mean, there's such a science behind it, and so much thought and care and pride in making sure that what's delivered to the customer is not only safe but enjoyable, and also that the consumer can feel confident with what they're buying. And so I can't wait to share that message, because it's much more complex than I originally thought.
This experience I've had in the last 2 days, I would absolutely love to replicate that at an elementary level, localized for our 5th grade students. I teach teachers to incorporate science and inquiry into my program. So what I would like to take back from this program is to show them that we can apply science and inquiry through agriculture and through the farming industry there, and actually it fits perfectly. Also, I have a whole list of ideas of what I want to do when I get back, and I definitely want to go back and write a grant so that I can get a lot of my teachers involved with just every aspect of the farming process.
Some of the things I'm really excited about taking back to my classroom, I'm really excited to do some more with the anaerobic digester, and taking a lot of the wastes, farm waste from, all the animals, and that would be, whether it be cows and pigs and chickens or whatever it is, and turning that into energy.
What I'll be taking back to Indiana with me is the global perspective on how our local farmers and our local distributors and our beef industry is really connected worldwide with the worldwide markets, and really how we fit into the grand scheme of things.
I'm just excited to go back and share with my kids what I learned, share with other teachers what I learned, because they were thinking I got to come down and play with cows, and it was, such a huge experience that I just can't wait to share that.
this year my theme is going to be based on my experiences here on the farms. And so I'm developing a year-long PBL project beginning with immersion experiences with my students, ending in culminating activities, and everything is going to be flavored with the beef industry.
So often with a professional development experience, you just get this broad overview, but this experience really breaks it down.
Of all the professional developments that I've done, this has to be one of the best organized, well-fed, best places to visit that I've ever experienced.
The tour was great. It gave you just enough time at every stop to where you're immersed in the situation, you have that experience, you're talking with the presenters, you're getting questions answered, and then you're able to move on and think about it, kind of digest it between the different stops.
I want to say that I am really truly amazed that this is just a second-year program, how smoothly everything is run, all your attention to details, but I think you can see in this group that you have planted a seed of enthusiasm, that's going to grow. You don't have to teach us everything about it. All we need is that interest now to go and continue learning and growing, and just kudos. You guys have really done a really excellent job.
Yeah.